Okay guys, you aren't gonna believe how crazy the Pokemon news is this morning, and the wild thing is, I don't know what's crazier, that it looks like the game's title is going to be Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, or that this information has actually been covered by Serebii. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, unconfirmed rumor. On Serebii, that's pretty crazy to think about. We also have Joe Merrick's thoughts about it since he has been pretty anti-leak, anti-rumor, anti-fake information, but looks like there's something behind the scenes that's going on to where even he feels like it's necessary to post that this is worth it as a rumor on the website. But before we get into all that, I do want to break down what is going on here. Coming from Pokesirena, it's 4chan, but the logo looks really nice and professional, and the designer definitely knows Japanese. And then we have this right here, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and it looks like the straight up logo. So someone said, I think it's fake, just quickly made after reading the Emily Rogers blog, and this is where things get even crazier. Because for the last few days, couple of rumors, couple of rumblings about Emily, because she's saying new Pokemon game announcement isn't that far away. Well, I did say Pokemon game is releasing on Switch later this year. It'll be RPG with at least 2 versions. And then a random thoughts blog earlier today where she talks about Pokemon Go alongside the new Pokemon game announcement. And I'm wondering if that's because like Joe Merrick sees what Emily Rogers is saying has weight to it alongside all the other leaks buried in the sea of fakes. It's kind of crazy what's going on. So the thing is, I saw this a few hours ago. For the last couple months, I've been waking up at 6 a.m. I've been setting my alarm for 6 a.m. just to see if I'm going to like catch what happened overnight, or also if there was any kind of like 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. Pokemon Direct announcement, that way I can get ready and stuff. So I saw this. I was like, okay, we got another 4chan thing. Rolled back over, woke up at 8:30, and then I saw that Joe Merrick was posting it. So let's see what the details are coming from with 4chan. Glad this is fake. These are terrible. All right, that's funny how someone just jumps in right there. But Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Edition, this fall on the Switch. And then the logo was posted under Real Leaks, and it's the same title. So Real Leaks, actually the same user. So saying that these are real leaks, it's going to be Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, going to be Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and then people are just kind of losing their minds over that. But let's see what Serebii has to say. Over the past few days, the rumors have been in full swing across the internet about the upcoming Nintendo Switch Pokemon titles. I think this includes the Emily Rogers thing, as well as the Chinese Riddler posting about like the Kanto 100 years in the future or something. However, earlier today, a logo went up on various message boards around the internet which showcase the name Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which matches up with various pieces of alleged leaked information that have come up for the game. At present, it's not known if this is official, but we will provide full details as they come. Now there's a few interesting things right here, because it's kind of like ignoring over the last few days, there's a lot of things going on, but then there's various pieces of alleged leaked information that have come up for the game over the last months. So all that random information, buried inside of all the garbage people have been covering and throwing out there, there's actually some things that actually have more credibility, and then it went up on various message boards. So it's not just some random post on 4chan, this was coordinated. Whoever decided to drop this information, they were actually going on multiple message boards, probably in multiple languages and stuff like that. I'm guessing 2chan, maybe some kind of Chinese message boards as well, also potentially somewhere else, not just 4chan, is what the Serebii post sounds like is happening. And then it's not official, but we will provide full details. And as you can see, Joe Merrick, Serebii is playing it really safe right here. Alleged, leaked information, unconfirmed rumor, and then Joe Merrick. I've been umming and ahhing about whether or not to post this for hours. I am so unbelievably conflicted. I wouldn't be doing my job if I ignored this. That's because Joe Merrick has been railing against people just non-stop covering rumors, leaks, making up things about the game. He has this, which he pins and retweets regularly. Leak, confirmed bit of information that was released early. Rumor, something with questionable authenticity. Fake, something not true. So I'm guessing this is still in rumor territory because we can't confirm anything off of this, but it is from leakers in the past, and the information does kind of add up. So that's one of the weird things that's going on, and it's gotten to the point where Joe Merrick even said, I gotta at least acknowledge it. out of all the other things, like we're getting into crazy news season as well, because maybe Emily Rogers also, I'm not speaking for Joe Merrick in any way, these are my thoughts about just based off of what he said in the Serebii post, maybe he does find weight in what Emily Rogers has to say, and that we are in reveal season, that he has been posting as well, leading up for the last couple, for all of May pretty much, 8 years ago today, through early copies of Korokoro, we got the first proper information details for Pokemon Black and White, including the regional variants. He also posted about Pokemon X and Y. 5 years ago today, after 4 long months of waiting with nothing but 2 movie-related reveals, we got the first proper post-reveal details of X and Y, and maybe he also felt it was his right. It was his, or not his right, but his obligation that Serebii finally acknowledges something. That we've had uncredible news sites, quote-unquote news sites like PokeJungle, just posting every bit of garbage. We have Pixelpar running rampant. We have all these other people just posting fakes and garbage non-stop. So Serebii's like, we need the official, we need to come in and like at least line everything up. Because with all the announcements, it feels like a Pokemon game announcement is due for May, and we're less than a month to E3 as well. So there's going to be some legit information coming out at some point, and that's how Joe Merrick feels about this, potentially. What is your gut feeling about this? I feel sick. And the thing is, I don't know if Joe Merrick feels sick because of the information itself, because he feels he had to post it, or that he's just kind of going against what he's been building up for the last couple months, just kind of saying, like, non-stop posts and tweets about how he's tired of seeing people blow up about every little bit of information, but now it is his time to say something about it. It's just crazy overall. And then, so we have the Emily Rogers post. Let's see what she has to say on her blog. Emily, you said there's a Pokemon title releasing on Switch in 2018. What should we expect from it? July 2016, Pokemon Go launched and became a massive phenomenon, having been downloaded more than 500 million times worldwide by the end of that year. Then by 2017, overall download numbers increased to over 750 million a year. Now, the existence of Pokemon Go and its success makes this even more compelling. Because for starters, a reboot I am a huge fan of, because how I feel about the Nintendo Switch, it is the adult's console. That if you grew up playing Nintendo 64, you grew up playing GameCube, you're in your 20s, your 30s right now, and this is what the Nintendo Switch feels like. It feels like it is made for the people that loved the GameCube, that loved the classic Nintendo experience. And you can even see that in the promotional material. You watch the original Nintendo Switch trailer, there are more adults than kids. You have all these old guys playing basketball to then go to the Nintendo Switch to play basketball. They even have more M-rated games that are coming onto the console. So because of that, it's definitely a more mature console, which means if you want to get those older Pokemon fans back in, there's tens of millions of players from the red, blue, yellow days, even gold, silver, crystal days. They just kind of grew up and grew out of Pokemon because they feel like Game Freak wasn't really paying attention to them anymore. Now, there has been quite a bit of like first generation references in X and Y and Sun and Moon, but making a Kanto reboot would be the best thing for Pokemon, because a reboot would be like Pokemon Black and White. New fans get in on the ground floor, but also it pays tribute. It pays respect to those original fans and brings them back in. And what Pokemon Go proved is that everyone loves Pokemon. People that have never even considered playing Pokemon before, they got into Pokemon Go. People that dropped out after the first couple of years, first couple of generations, they got it back into Pokemon Go. This all leads to a much bigger question. What lessons should Game Freak and Nintendo learn from Pokemon Go's success? How could Switch benefit from Pokemon Go's success? And how could Pokemon Go benefit Switch's success? It all makes sense, guys. After all, it was Nintendo who released Pokemon Go Plus, a Bluetooth wearable device developed by Nintendo's platform technology division that allows players to enjoy the game without looking at their smartphone. Would Nintendo ever dare to create a more Pokemon Go accessories like that, when it possibly even for the Switch? Now, the thing is, I bought myself a Nintendo Labo. And what I have to say about the Nintendo Labo is the technology behind it is absolutely mind-blowing. The Joy-Con have so many features, have so much functionality, that creating other accessories for Nintendo Switch is not beyond Nintendo's realm to me. That I've seen some very impressive stuff being developed by Nintendo. So whatever technology, whatever R&D is going into the Nintendo Switch itself, the Joy-Con, the Nintendo Labo, and everything else, it is impressive. So taking the Pokemon Go spin on this, what can Nintendo develop for Pokemon that interacts with Nintendo Switch that gives us a Pokemon Go-like experience? Also still playing on the handheld aspect when it comes to smartphones, Pokemon Go, Nintendo Switch, 3DS, and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Joe Merrick So even referencing Joe Merrick in this, the creator of Serebii.net once wrote an article on Nintendo Life titled "What Pokemon Go and the Pokemon series could learn from each other," as we wait for an announcement on the upcoming Pokemon title, which will be revealed before the end of this month. So Emily, just kind of saying, like, look, the reveal is soon anyway. You know, the announcement isn't that far away anyways. Talking about, like, clarifications on what people are saying about what she said, but then going, like, hey, reveal before the end of the month. I think about what Pokemon Go might mean for the future of the Pokemon series. I suspect the naming branding for the year's Pokemon Switch title, 2 versions, might raise a few eyebrows, and this definitely raises eyebrows if you ask me. Also, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, that makes a lot of sense. We have Pokemon Project Eevee, or not just Pokemon Project, we have Project Eevee. So this is official, and instead of just seeing the Pikachu mascots running around, we now have a very similar style Eevee mascot, and Eevee, through Project Eevee, has also been doing a promotion where Eevee visits your business. So, as we can see right here, Eevee is just, like, giving Pokemon some insane representation throughout Japan, and I feel it's going incredibly well. That the Project Eevee, look at this, 125,000 followers for Project Eevee. That many corporations are picking this up, like, this is making Pokemon mainstream again, besides just Pokemon Go. Now this is bringing, like, I think this is actually a mix of Pokemon Go and Pokemon again. Pokemon Go familiarizes people, but then you get Eevee in their face. You actually bring the real Pokemon experience to them. Because it's not just Pokemon Go, there's things beyond, there's more things Pokemon than just Pokemon Go. There's more depth, there's more games, there's more lore, and Eevee represents that perfectly. That how would you explain Pokemon to people? It's like, well, you have crazy monsters that wield insane elemental power, and they could be absolutely adorable or absolutely ferocious. We have this mundane looking guy right here that evolves into something that shoots fire, evolves into something that wields electricity, evolves into something that becomes water. So if you're trying to, you know, really break this down, look at this. On the news, breaking down the weather. What? You know, Eevee is getting out there, so I think that also makes sense. Eevee is looking to become the next mascot of Pokemon, while also having a lot of that behind it, because it represents Pokemon so well. Same for Pikachu. We have a mouse-looking thing, but it's a mouse that stores electricity in its cheek pouches and then zaps people with it. That's an excellent way to describe Pokemon. So a lot of this is getting crazy. It's crazier that Serebii has even spoken about it. And I've kind of already given my thoughts about it. I feel a reboot would be amazing, and I love the idea of tying in Pokemon Go with it, because Game Freak's behind this one, not Niantic. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.